are talking today about our community, which is hosted on
GroupApp.
GroupApp.
So
a little
you found
backstory about
So tell me, you always find the best stuff. So this was your baby that you found and you got really excited about it. So how did that start?
So I love finding all these tools, and then I just don't want to set it up. So then Stacy does it. As you guys all know, we are big supporters of startup technology. So we invest early on because we know that the software developers need our support. They give it to you as a beta, and we have done so many communities we have lost track. We've paid, as we said, big bucks, and we paid little bucks. But it doesn't really matter. Big bucks doesn't necessarily mean it works for you. So the most expensive community we ever invested in didn't end up working for us.
So sometimes just because it costs more money doesn't mean that it's better. And this is now our fourth. If we forget Facebook, because we did have for a short time, we did start to develop our community onto Facebook. So if we forget that, this is, I think, our third official.
But we tried other ones too.
We did.
Yeah, so there's probably more like 8 or 9 when you add in the ones that you've forgotten about.
Probably.
Like
there are.
We host you forgot the ones that we did through Kajabi and stuff too, right?
Oh, good. Oh my good. Oh, so yeah, we are up to probably close to 10 at this point.
Yeah.
Because we were looking for very specific things. We were like, our criteria for our community is very specific. We know what our community members need. And we also know that ease of use and finding information very quickly. But we also had a list of, it had to have courses, it had to have, resources, it had to have events, it had to have subscription based to access specific information. And it
was okay if it was on the roadmap.
Yes.
Right. So we invested that we didn't have everything, but we knew they were adding it, and we trusted the founder, because how do you trust a founder? When they get back to you so quickly and they're very, very responsive, right?
Yes.
So we trusted the founder, which is a big deal.
Yes. And we knew it was very clear that it was on the roadmap. We knew it was coming. So for example, was having a profile, as an example, one of our criterias. Yes, but it wasn't at the top of our list, because we knew in this particular case it was coming along with that. So we do want to show you this. This is our community, but I wanted to show you from a GroupApp perspective, more specifically what features it has and the features that we use in our community. And I'm going to tell you, we do use all of them, because as soon as they announce a feature, we go, okay, well, how can we implement that? And how can that make it easier for our community members?
And the one thing we want to be very clear about, as you guys look at our front page, is that there's so many different communities. You guys have seen them, like Circle's one of them, and Mighty Networks. It depends on what you're looking for, right? If you just want forums, you can use something else. If you want, but we have, the one beautiful thing about GroupApp is it's basically everything. So
we have our homepage, and it basically at a first glance, again, some of our criteria was on the left-hand sidebar, they needed to be able to access something immediately. They needed to know, they could scroll down, they could learn. This is when you're not logged in. So we wanted to make sure that somebody who was, they have this sort of welcome page. That's very important, with suggested courses and the feed. They also I needed to have a place where they saw that what events were coming up. So this literally encompassed everything that we were looking for from an external perspective.
And easy to understand, because some of the more expensive community groups that we had purchased, very hard to really navigate. And we actually, some of them, we put so much work in and so much effort. We can't even tell you how much money we spent on doing the design and changes and stuff, because we tried really hard to make prior ones work. And they just were still too confusing. This one, very simple.
Well, and I think the other piece that's very interesting about GroupApp is the back end. And their back end is very easy to use, which is why I really like it. So I could hand this off to, an assistant or, a VA or something like that, and they could help manage that. And my share screen just went away.
Well, and then I'll just comment, since you're going to fix that. What's interesting about this, and for those of you who are just playing with getting a community, they're not really sure, they don't really know what all the features they need. That's what's great about this, is because say you're not even ready to use all the features, but they're there for you. So a lot of people who, here's a cool thing, and this is one of my favorites, who don't have their own website, right? They might not have their website, they might have a community, but you can actually house not only all your courses and information, you can house free training on this for people as well. So if you don't have a website that people can opt in and download your stuff, this will do it for you.
Yeah, which is great. And again, the back end being very easy to use, very easy to manage, adding that course, adding those lessons to the course, the images, it's all very straightforward, which made it very easy to build. And what I also loved about this was how easy it was to make pages look beautiful. Right? Like our course, these are our categories of courses, but they're all very easy to understand. This is out of the box. And I think one thing that I love about GroupApp was how easy it was to manage out of the box. A lot of communities, unfortunately, you have to spend so much time customizing, that you don't even get a chance to even know what's out of the box. And the founder of GroupApp continually makes changes and updates to make it even better out of the box. So this is not the only thing really that we have quote unquote customized is the images.
Yeah.
All the everything else that you see in regards to the details to enroll, any of that, you can look at the details of a page and it becomes a fantastic website for your course so that they can see very easily what's involved, who's teaching it, all of that kind of stuff, all out of the box. We haven't had to customize the internal workings of this, which is fantastic. So it's just all of the images, and they have, like I said, the homepage, they have courses, they have a resource library, they have, which where we house a lot of our articles, some of our free courses, even YouTube feeds from other brands that we associate with are in here. We have free courses. We have ones that are part of our membership, our Mastermind City Plus membership. So GroupApp enables you to have different membership levels and different access levels to information. And you get to choose that very easily at a click of a button, which is fantastic.
Which is great, because so you can use this. Think about your Facebook groups, which are free. You can still have, free on this site. So you can have free memberships that have access to whatever you want, but then you can also have your paid membership as well. So this is actually at a different level than any other groups like Facebook groups, but it's pretty, again, even though there's all these different levels, it's simple, because the expensive, really expensive communities, and this is, I'm talking about the top and high end communities. We had to spend a great deal of time finding workarounds.
Yeah.
That we didn't here.
No, which is fantastic. And again, because you can create the place, so you can create different plans, and then you just, within that plan is the access level. And you can have multiple. So these are the ones that we have external, meaning that anyone can sign up for. They are public and available plans. We have, you can see we have our monthly plan, we have our annual plan, we have ones with coaching, ones with not, one to have access. It's very straightforward and easy to set up. What we also have is internal hidden plans, for
Right.
our clients when we work with them and they want to come in and take a look or give them access based on workshops that we do. They can have access to certain courses. We also have that set up as well so that we can send them that link. And as soon as one of their members signs up, we can give them and grant them access to specific courses. We can give them access to our live coaching and events, all very easy to set up. So I've been very, very impressed with the ease of the subscription levels as well as the
Mhm.
access levels.
And then there's still, if you want to do forums, you can do forums. You can do group chats. You can restrict your forum so you can have a specific forum that goes with a specific course that you're doing, or you can have general forums. So if you want certain feeds that are open to everybody who joins. So I mean, it's huge everything that this does, and it's just getting better and better and better with each and every passing day.
Well, that's what I love. So that's what these are sort of down here. She was sort of talking about the discussion forums. So we have different, they call them channels,
Yeah.
but they're basically forums. So they are, you want to talk about, networking, you can click here and you can have that conversation of networking. You want to ask some questions about marketing or AI. And then we have the discussions that are specific to the different courses that we have so that those conversations can be categorized and you're asking a question that's relevant to the topic versus just those general places that everyone's asking questions and it's hard to find the answers.
The great thing is events as well, because let's just say, everyone has regular events, obviously, that they put on. But let's say we do, for example, we do our group coaching, which is part of Mastermind Sitting. We do it every single week, but that becomes an event, which means that you can, you don't have to worry about sending emails and doing other things. That's the event. You can sign up, you get your link to the meeting, and it's all ready to go. So you don't have to do a million different connections to get people access. They can RSVP, they get their link, they're in.
And they can add it to their calendar so they don't have to go searching and relying. I don't know how many times you've signed up for like workshops or you've signed up for webinars and you click the button. Great, you're signed up. Well, where's the email? How do I access it? Where's the link? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. This makes it very easy. And they do reminders. And like I said, you can add it to your calendar. So the events is just something that I've been very impressed with in regards to how to RSVP, how to access that information. And again, they are doing more and more updates constantly to all of the different access levels. They're constantly finding ways to improve their platform, which I love. And they're not just kind of going, okay, well, we've created the community and one and done. They listen to their members. There's a separate, and you know what's really interesting? I'm just going to say this one major thing. We have been part of multiple communities. The irony is that their own community for their own members are not on their own platform.
Yeah. We're not talking about GroupApp.
No, we're not talking about GroupApp. That's the part that I found so fascinating was as a community member of GroupApp, we are also part of their community. And where's their community housed? On GroupApp.
GroupApp, right? Like where else would it be?
But they're not in other communities. So one thing that the founder does do is they listen to their community members. They're involved in those conversations. They ask for feedback. They ask for future requests. They let you know that it's on the roadmap. They keep you updated on what's going on, and they're constantly trying to make it better. I can't say enough about GroupApp. I'm very happy that you found this.
Well, yeah, and I just want to do a big shout out. We talk about the reason we did Tech City is because a lot of people join our community just to find out what we use, which is fine because that's what we're all about. So, but what I will say is that we really do promote as much as we can the software that we use and that we have accolades for in terms of the founders, because it all comes down to the founder of the software, right? It comes down from the lead. If the lead chooses not to do something, then it ends up being falling apart on every situation. We've invested a lot of money on a lot of startups, and some have been not great. And you never hear us talking about them except to say we don't use them. Right? So, but what we do is we really, really, really promote what we use. So, if we didn't like it, you wouldn't hear about it that much. You will occasionally if we're really mad, like I said, Groove, which I love a lot of the things they did, and a lot of people invested in them. But I don't like when you say something and it doesn't come through. That I don't like.
Exactly.
GroupApp went way above what we even our expectation was initially. So our
And I think
initial
what's really,
expectation.
no, go ahead.
No, our initial expectation was not all these other extra little things. Like there's things that we thought, all right, we would love to have, but we will live without them because we love everything else. And then all of a sudden, boom, they add it. We're like, wow, bonus, right?
And I think the one thing that I personally love about some of the softwares that we use, and the reason I'm showing our communities, because I wanted to show you that this is what we're on. We are using it. We don't just say we're using GroupApp and then not actually using it ourselves. I want to spend time having fun with possibilities. I want to go, wow, like, did you see what they just came out with? This is how it could be beneficial to our members, instead of the necessities where we're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, where we're like, well, now we have to do a workaround. We just need to be able to
Which
offer
we
this
were
particular
tired of doing.
exactly, which is very frustrating to be able to go, well, I just want to be able to have an easy place where they can access courses, and we're trying to find a workaround. Whereas here we are literally going, oh my goodness, did you see that new update? Or, oh, did you see how the courses are laid out? Look how easy it's going to be for our members. That's what we get excited about. We want to get excited about how we can add more value and how easy it is for our clients to find stuff versus, spending hours and hours trying to find a workaround just to find a place where they can find our free training.
Well, here's my favorite thing about it. My favorite, absolute favorite, without a doubt, is the fact that no matter what anyone asks us, I can say it's in our community. Right?
Everything.
They want free training, it's in our community. You want access to the course, it's in the community. You don't know how to get onto our coaching, it's in our community. So I don't have to remember those old days where you'd like, where is our link? Are we doing it on Zoom? Are we doing it on, are we doing it in Meet? Like, where did we put it? So even me, who, we go to our group coaching, and Stacy's very kind because she always texts me all the links to everything because she knows I'm doing it last minute. However, it's really simple. If I don't even know where the link is, I go to the community and I click on the event and go, there's the link. So
Exactly.
It is basically idiot proof.
And and before we sort of dove deep, we also always do a test, right? So we have our members who are part of our sort of founding members where we go, hey, like, can we give you access to this? We've done some setup. Is it easy for you to find information, knowing us, knowing how much, because we offer so much. And this is also I don't mean that to be a challenge, but because we have so many courses, we have so many things, resource pieces of information, we have lots of free training. We want to provide so much to our community members. So we ask them to come in and go, can you find this information of what you're looking for easily? And the answer is yes with this one. They went, oh, well, this is great. Oh, I didn't know you had that free piece of information, where even though it was in our other communities, it was harder to find. So we wanted to make sure it was easy.
It is, it's white labeled. This is our link. This is our domain. You don't have to worry about trying to find anything else. If you go to our website, you can go click the button that says go to our community. You don't have to worry about it. How many times have you signed up for a course that's on Teachable, or it's on one of those random softwares, and you can't remember where the course was, right? And how to log in, because things like Teachable and a few other ones that went on the wayside, people had their courses and stuff in, they just disappeared. So you never know where it is, but this is ours. This is our domain. You know where to go. It's not going anywhere. So all the information is there.
Exactly. Or like, I was thinking of Udemy. Udemy, but people have had their courses then, and then all of a sudden Udemy decides to do a huge discount,
Yeah.
and you don't get that choice. So I'm a big proponent of choice. I like options, and I haven't really found an option on here that is not
Yeah.
valuable
Right.
to community members. So
And I want to reemphasize, like, we've tried them all. So, and there are plenty of ones that are really good if you're very specific. So, if
mhm.
you only want discussion forums, yes, I can give you a handful of them that really work well, that you don't need anything else. However, this is what I'm going to do. If you are watching today and you're thinking about you need some type of community where you need all your stuff in one place, you can sign up at hub.themastermindcity. Stacy will put it up there for you. But you can sign into our community for free, right? You can do a free membership, and you can look around and you can see if it works for you, right? Because this way you're allowed to try it out better than a demo, right? Because you're actually live in it. So try it out, see if you like it, and then be able to see if it works for you. Because there's nothing worse than thinking something's going to work until you buy it, right? Then finding
Exactly.
out it didn't work.
Exactly. So yeah, you can join. And if you are interested, if you don't know what link to go to, as always, any piece of software that we talk about here is on our resources page. So the
Yeah.
mastermind.city/resources is where you would go, and you will see the link there. You will see GroupApp. You will see all the other software and technologies that we love, but GroupApp is there.
Yeah.
Just click on the Try Group app, and it'll take you to a place where you can sign up. And I would give it a try, because I think, as we talked about before, unfortunately, with Meta changing the Facebook groups, I think Facebook groups are no longer an option for
Right.
businesses to house their community. Having it on a platform that's not yours is very detrimental to your business, because people are not going to be able to access the information that you need them to access. More importantly, you.
And you want to make it simple, right? And as much as Facebook groups were okay, they were functional. Very hard to navigate, right?
Yeah.
Very hard to understand where the live training was, where was the downloads. There was all these weird spaces that they were in, and nobody really, still to this day, I can't figure it out, because there's some that were still doing live, which I guess is going to be gone now, live. And it's interesting because there are people that we've worked with that have huge communities, and
Mhm.
they do, like, literally do monthly training on these pages. I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know either. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Go give GroupApp a try. We highly recommend it.